Hey, what's up Guardians, DBL here, and we're back with another Xursday video for Destiny on the PlayStation 4. That's right, it is time once again to visit the Agent of the Nine and see what goodies he's brought for us this week. So, as usual, over the course of this video, we will be covering Xur's details in full, starting off with where you can find the Agent of the Nine this week. And as you can see here, this week Xur has set up shop inside the Vestian outpost in the Reef. And to find him, you just need to follow this short path to the right, down the stairs, and then inside the left side hallway. Alright, let's take a look at what he's got for sale. Now at first glance, Xur's got quite a few surprises. We finally got some House of Wolves stuff in here. You know, it's about time he started pulling out the big guns. And of course, we will be starting off this inventory review with the weapons and armor that Xur has for sale. And first up, Xur is offering the ACD/0 Feedback Fence Exotic Titan Gauntlets. These things are amazing. These wonderful gauntlets' special ability states that when taking damage from a melee attack, you deal damage in an area around you. Basically, you shoot out an energy shockwave. These things are the literal definition of don't touch me. Now, because of this ability, these gauntlets are helpful in both PvP and PvE. And while the shockwave doesn't deal great damage, it's generally enough in PvP to ensure that you trade melee blows with an enemy, and generally either win that melee encounter or at least get a kill trade. In PvE, well, hopefully you're not spending too much time being super close to enemies, but having that extra bit of damage is nice. Next up for hunters is Kirby's Sting, a pair of exotic hunter gauntlets. And now the stat roll on these of 96 is super bad, but this is still a really interesting piece of armor. And here's why. Its mainstay ability is twofold in terms of benefits. One, when you crouch for a short period of time, you'll gain invisibility. And two, if you melee strike an enemy from behind while invisible, it'll deal 4 times the normal amount of damage. That's huge. These gauntlets basically allow you to run Encore or Hungering Blade on your Blade Dancer. And the 4x damage boost does mix with the Stalker boost, meaning you can deal massive melee damage while you're invisible. Now, one other benefit of having the Kirby Sting is that it grants invisibility to you gunslingers out there. So you can finally send out some invisible golden gun shots with style. Alright, finally for Warlocks, we've got the Starfire Protocol Exotic Warlock chest piece with a terrible intellect stat roll of 130. That's seriously super low. But this chest piece of course allows you to carry 2 fusion grenades, so you can switch to something other than Gift of the Sun, like Touch of Flame. But honestly, with a roll this bad, I would avoid picking this one up. Alright, moving on to the weapon this week, we have the stylistically beautiful Hardlight Exotic Auto Rifle. And of course, you guys know the drill on this one. I said it before the last time Xur was selling it. Hardlight is a beautiful weapon, the aesthetics on it are great, but it's more of a looker than a fighter. Even before the auto rifle nerf, this gun was pretty underwhelming, especially in comparison to its brother the Suros regime. But now the damage on it is so small, it's hard for me to really recommend it for anything other than collector's purposes. If auto rifles ever get a buff, it may be worth your time. That mixture of glass half full plus the ricocheting bullet shots from the namesake perk ability might make it a very interesting weapon someday, but not today. Alright, moving on here, Xur is of course offering exotic shards and an exotic chest piece engram again for the 3rd week in a row. And you can of course purchase that engram and redeem it at the Cryptarch for a chance at any exotic chest piece in the game. Keep rolling for those Purifier ropes, Guardians. But alright, next up we've got the strange Curios, and starting us off with the weapon telemetries, Xur is offering pulse rifle telemetries, hand cannon telemetries, and finally, machine gun telemetries. You can buy a stack of 5 for 1 strange coin. Next up we've got the Sparrow Upgrade drives, which when purchased and utilized on a rare level Sparrow will upgrade it into a legendary. This week once again, Xur is offering the Plasma Drive and the Emerald Coil, so pick them up if you need them. And finally of course, Heavy Ammo Synth, 5 for 1 strange coin. And alright, lastly of course, Xur still offers his material exchange, so if you're a little bit low on modes of light and you've got a ton of strange coins, you can trade those in 2 for 1. But that is pretty much it for Xur's inventory this week. This goes by a lot faster without the weapon and armor upgrade section. I'm not complaining. But of course this week, the ACD Feedback Fence is a fantastic piece of Titan armor, and the stat roll on it is actually pretty good, rocking 66 intellect, that's pretty close to the max. It's also got a mixture of 46 strength, which I kind of wish it was discipline rather than strength, but I'm not going to complain. It's still a fantastic piece of armor. And of course we've got Kirby's Sting here, which is a really interesting hunter gauntlet. This one is kind of a love-hate thing right now because the stat roll on it of 96 is really bad, but the abilities on this are just too good to pass up. I would definitely recommend it to any of you blade dancers or gunslingers out there. And of course the Starfire Protocol, again, I would avoid that one. The stat roll on it is just way too low to make any real use of. And Hardlight, it's a fun looking weapon, it's a fun sounding weapon, but overall, you're not going to get much use out of it. But alright, that's pretty much it for this week's Xursday video, guys. Hopefully the Agent of the Nine had something you wanted or needed, and whether he did or didn't, let me know what you picked up in the comment section below. But alright, that's it for this one, guys. If you like what you saw here, do feel free to check out my channel where you can find a ton more Destiny videos coming out soon. Anyways, I'm out for now. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.